Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think if you can find a partner to work with, it is better. It's another, I should have mentioned that. I mean, in the getting you through the tough times, having a partner who's going through exactly the same things you are, having someone to share the burden with and to be able to understand all the things that are going on, it's really important. That being said, a lot of companies get screwed up by bad partnerships. So I would say it's better to have no partner than the wrong partner, but it's better to have a good partner. And so I don't know that there's a great way to sort for that, but you want to, it's like getting married. You don't just sort of pick somebody off the street and say, hey, you're a technologist, I'm a business guy, let's go start a company together. You need to spend a lot of time dating. You need to get to know that person really well. You'll still make mistakes sometimes, but at least you've done as much as possible to understand how you can work together. It's not just complementary skill sets, but it's work styles. I mean, my partner, who's my very close friend still, and we worked together for all those 13 years, and we still do things together. He's very different than I am. He's like the detail-oriented guy. He's the person you want, making sure everything gets done. He is incredibly thoughtful about things, and I'm more the kind of external guy with sort of more the creative and the strategy things, but I'm not the detail person. And so we were good friends, but we also had complementary skill sets. Now, I got a lot of criticism in the beginning of our company that he'd been a former lawyer. And so here I was, like a music executive, and my partner was a former lawyer, and everyone looked at us and said, well, why do you have him? Why don't you have a technologist? That would be a lot easier. And I just said, look, I know that when we get this thing to where it's going to go, I'd much rather have him by my side than a technology person. I can hire the technology people, and I can't hire somebody like him who, A, can work very well with me, and B, our business did become a lot about negotiations with record labels and other people, and it did become very critical to have somebody who had his background over time. But it was a challenge at the beginning. It actually probably hurt us in some of our funding conversations. So it was the right decision for me and was the right partner. But it isn't always the right thing. And so sometimes people do take the path of least resistance. If you're a technologist, you think, I should get a business guy, but sometimes your partner might be another technologist, might be the best thing. But I think you just gotta really make sure you can work well together. I sort of insist that, people sit next to each other, literally physically next to each other. If you've got a partner, you should want to be near that person all the time, because if you don't, you shouldn't be getting married in the first place. So you really have to like that person personally, want to spend a incredible amount of time with them. You're going to be in the trenches fighting a very, very tough guerrilla war, and you want someone you know you can count on and you want to spend time with.